A dark, stuffy cave. That's where your life begins. No grand entrance, no heroic music, just you, a tiny, blind furball, lying in the dirt next to a few equally useless siblings. You can't see, can't walk, and honestly, can't do much of anything except wiggle. Your mom is here, but don't get too attached. She has important things to do, like hunting, and avoiding getting eaten. Meanwhile, you just exist, hoping she comes back before something snatches you up. A few weeks later, you finally open your eyes. And wow, the world is a bit disappointing. Just dirt, rocks, and some other lion cubs trying to chew on your ear. Great. You attempt to walk, immediately faceplant, and realize that this whole, being a lion, thing is going to take some work. Eventually, Mom drags you out of the cave to introduce you to the pride. You step outside, all excited, until you see a bunch of giant lions tearing apart some poor zebra. You want to eat too, but hold on. There's a rule here. Big lions eat first. And guess what? You are very, very small. So, you wait, and wait. And by the time you reach the food, it's basically a pile of bones, with a single piece of meat that even a vulture would reject. Life is rough, but at least you have milk. Fun fact, in a lion pride, you can drink milk from any of the moms. So you make the rounds, filling up like a tiny, fluffy milk thief. Things seem okay until you realize milk won't always be an option. Eventually, you'll have to learn to hunt. Hunting lessons start, and wow, are you terrible? The older lions chase gazelles like pros, while you chase a butterfly, trip over your own tail, and land face first in a bush. The butterfly flies away. Your siblings laugh. You pretend you meant to do that. Time passes. You're getting bigger, stronger, and slightly less terrible at hunting. Just when you start thinking life might be improving, disaster strikes. A gang of strange lions shows up. They're big, mean, and looking to take over. Your dad and his lion buddies fight back, but let's just say they don't win. The new males claim the pride, and bad news, they don't want you around. Why? Because you're not their kid. And male lions do not adopt. So, it's time to run. You and your fellow cubs sprint into the wilderness, now officially unemployed and homeless. Welcome to the worst part of lion life, the awkward teenage phase. You're too weak to take over a pride, too slow to hunt well, and too annoying for any other animal to tolerate. You and your friends wander for years, failing at hunting, stealing scraps, and embarrassing yourselves daily. Then, one day, you finally get it together. You catch your first proper meal. Okay, it was a very old, very slow wildebeest, but still, you bulk up, get stronger, and suddenly, you're no longer a loser cub. You're a real lion. And that means it's time for revenge. You and your buddies find a pride to take over. The male's there. Old, weak. This is your moment. You charge in, fight like action heroes, and boom, you win. You're the king now. Life should be amazing, right? Except now you have responsibilities. You have to protect the pride, fight off challengers, and deal with a bunch of tiny cubs constantly biting your tail. You realize something shocking. Cubs are really, really annoying. Years pass. You rule like a boss, but time isn't kind. One day, a new group of young, strong lions shows up. You know exactly what's coming. They look at you, the same way you once looked at those old lions. You fight. You lose. You limp away, alone. Hunting. Forget it. Even a lazy turtle outruns you now. You try to steal food from hyenas, but they just laugh at you. Eventually, you lie down, stare at the sky, and think, yeah, being a lion kind of sucked.